Here we are, another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And we are going to talk about relationships because you've already started writing out your belief system around relationships, sexuality, love, friends, family, other women, and yourself. But we're going to dive deeper today. We're going to do a little more work. And it's in the realm of very much what is it now and what do you want it to look like? So when you ask yourself, what is it now? Right? You already uncovered a lot of personal beliefs around relationships, around friends, around family, around all of those other things yesterday. And so today I really want you to focus on what is the belief system and relationship you have around yourself and through a partner you love. Is that relationship healthy? Have you attracted somebody into your life that you really want to be with? If not, when you meet somebody you find attractive, what is the thought process that goes through your head? What is the thought process that you're having? I find it so interesting that we very rarely pay attention to that initial thought form. And for someone like me, it's, half the time I don't even realize when I'm attracted to somebody until it kind of settles in or I see them again. Very rarely is it the first time one and done for me because I'm so oblivious to a lot, which means I'm not present, which is work I get to do. But the reality of it is when it settles in, I'm like, oh, I like that. Okay, all right, I get what's going on. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my mind and my heart. And so it's really about what is the initial thought process when that aha comes up. How are you relating to yourself and to that person? Is there a loving thought form of that potential relationship, or is it negative? Is it like, for me, one of the biggest beliefs I had for the longest time was men only want to fuck me and men only want to sleep with me and I'm not girlfriend material and they're never going to bring me home to their moms. Whatever the story is, like, those were ones that were very loud for me. And so I got to work through them. I got to look inward and go into myself and really look at where the issues are in my relationships. And so for me, it roots back to my father. And it always, like, if we have issues with men, it roots back to a significant male figure in our childhood. If we have issues with women, it roots back to the significant relationship that we had with a woman who was important in our lives. A lot of times it's our mom, which again is why this women's work is so important, so important. So I invite you to think about and reflect on the last relationship you had. What is the belief system that came up? What is the thought form for you that came up? And then from there, ask yourself, is this true now? Is this going on now? And if the answer is yes, you get to ask yourself, and even if the answer is no, you still get to ask yourself, what do I want it to be? What do I want it to look like? And write that out. And from there, the easiest hack is to gradually make your way from what it is to what you want it to be. So what's the next step? For me, let's just take the men only want to fuck me and they never want to date me example. And it's got to feel good. So, okay, men only want to sleep with me. They don't want to bring me home to their parents. I'm not relationship material. I'm not good enough. And then the response, the following step would be, maybe they just don't know how to communicate how they really feel, which makes me feel insecure, but that's okay because that means I get to do more work and I get to love myself more. They're just not the right person. There's somebody better out there for me. And that person who's out there for me that's so much better is going to bring me so much love and joy, and they're going to show up and serve me in such a way that they're going to treat me like a queen, right? And then from there, well, men only treat me like a queen because that's what I expect. I expect to get treated like a queen, and if he doesn't treat me like a queen, he's not worth my time, right? And that's not the idea of like good guys, can't treat me like a queen, because they totally can. Because for me, being a queen is as simple as, him making lunch for me, bringing back groceries, allowing me to work and not questioning me or stopping me, going off and hanging out with their friends and then messaging me and being like, babe, do you need anything when you come home? massaging my feet. Like, it's little things. It's not these big, luxurious things. It's just, to me, it's really the amount of how much they care and how much attention they pay to me. And if I cook, they do the dishes, and they don't second guess it. They don't argue with me about it. There's no pushback. They just do it, right? Because I took the time and devotion and love to make the meal. The least they can do is take the time and devotion to clean the dishes. And to me, that's very much how a relationship should work. And so you have to get clear and define, well, what does that look like for you? What does that relationship look like for you? And not only that, the relationship with yourself. Are you treating yourself like a queen? Are you waking up? You know, for me, for the longest time, like, I would self-please in the morning because I loved, you know, waking up, doing yoga, and then having that intimate experience. And it's like, in a relationship, I get to recreate that with my partner. I don't have to self-please. They can please me and I can please them. And it can be this beautiful sexual experience after I do my yoga. After I wake up and make tea and brush my teeth and drink my glass of water or take my cold shower, like, after my morning ritual, I get to have that intimate experience with my partner. And prior to having a partner, it's self-pleasure. And so the routine doesn't change much, but they still respect it and honor it. And so really allow yourself to get clear. Really allow yourself to embrace what that looks like for you. And take the increments, the incremental belief from what the reality is, so the harsh negative thing, thought form. And again, you can do this for your relationship, or, you know, men or women that you want to be in an intimate relationship with, as well as yourself. And go from there. And just, what is it? And then where do you want to be? What do you want it to look like? And incrementally, what's the mantra you're going to create? How are you going to let it step one foot in front of the other? Okay? Easy enough? And so I think that that's just going to be the most important thing today, as well as if there's any other focuses that I've put in here, that you work on those as well. Okay? Have a beautiful, beautiful day.